Hello everyone, Kairofu here, coming at you with a brand new hero from a brand new faction. It's actually pretty exciting to see a new faction already implemented into the game, with its unique stat abilities as well. Before we dive into the hero, why don't we dive into the mythical faction, and what this is going to be for your teams. So I'm going to enter in like I'm about to battle, kind of show you my current team composition and what it's going to be like when I throw this in and what that's going to mean. Currently, I have the 4 heroes with 2 hero faction buff, giving me 25% attack and 25% HP. However, if I were to say take out my rabbit and throw in my phoenix, I'll get the 2/2/2 faction buff. So the 2 sets of 3 faction buff, or 3 sets of 2 faction buff, which is nice. Plus, if we look here at the very bottom, every mythical faction hero deployed increases attack by 15% and energy limit by 30 for all your heroes. So we're adding an extra 15%. So it's 30 attack plus the 15% HP, and we're adding that energy limit by 30 for all your heroes. And I believe that means the starting energy that your heroes start with will now be at 30, which is nice. To have that limit already set to 30 before we even get into the battle. And so that's going to obviously be a nice increase in stats automatically set by here. I can see this as other faction heroes come in through the mythical faction. They're being high buffs. You'd be, if you just stack 2 of them in there, that would be 30% attack plus you're looking at 60 limit of energy, which is going to be big. That can almost eliminate the need for these status bonuses and trying to get those 6 heroes of the same faction. When you can drop these and just have your normal 2 heroes of the same 3 factions, and the huge buffs that are just going to come with their natural abilities. Now, why don't we look at the Phoenix in general? As I expect from a new hero, there's a lot of interesting elements to a lot of his different classes, and they're quite powerful. I guess I'll start with his latent talents. And as a phoenix, he can revive after death. But the cool part is he goes into a phoenix egg. And that has a health bar as well. And so enemies can attack him on the egg. And if they destroy the egg, he immediately revives, or he'll revive after 2 turns in the egg. And this is especially nice because, as we can see at level 3, the Phoenix Egg, when present, will taunt enemies. So they'll be attacking the egg, which not only revives him earlier, but takes damage away from the rest of your party. That's already really nice to have, seeing as he's going to be dead and still applicable while not being able to attack to take the damage, and then come back at full health and still do his thing. So automatically that's putting him as a very high tier hero just from his talent alone. So why don't we look more into the knight? So when HP is below 50%, we recover HP for all your heroes on your side equal to 200% of attack. And this can be triggered once per life. So this passive is already nice because we're talking about anytime we're entering below 50% HP, so anytime we're becoming more vulnerable, we already recover HP of heroes on all part of your side by 200% of attack, which is pretty powerful. So right now at 75,000 damage, I'll be doing 150,000 health, which is a nice buff just by reaching below 50%, and that can be triggered twice in a battle for each life. And so we also have more buffs. HP below 50%, we can increase crit 20% for 2 rounds, We can silence enemy targets for 1 round, which is great. This will happen again twice, one for your first life, one for your second. And this effect ignores shield and control immunity, which is nice automatically. This can go through any shield immunities. And like I said, once again triggered once per life. We also have a level 4. You can dispel all debuffs on your heroes, which just having these buffs just by being attacked and going below 50% is automatically nice. I think this is going to make the knight a definitely applicable class. And last but not least, we have our active or our ultimate ability. This links own HP with HP of all heroes in the same row, sharing any damage taken with the linked heroes for 2 rounds. This is similar to the cat, but only seems to work on one line of heroes. So it looks like there can only be one link effect at a time, so I doubt this can be used like with cat as like a double link. I'm not sure how that would work. Anyways, but it looks like this can only be used as one link at a time. Recovers all your heroes' HP equal to 100% of attack. So we have more healing, and if the Phoenix Knight is linked or if 30% of total damage is sustained by the Phoenix Knight, the rest of the damage is divided amongst all the linked heroes. So basically this is just saying whether he takes 30% full damage or if they are already linked with other heroes, the damage will be divided among everyone else. Which is kind of self-explanatory. So automatically, Knight, great class, good healing, damage sharing ability that the cat has. I think this will take, I don't know, Cat Knight, not exactly render it useless, but it will definitely possibly replace the need for the Cat Knight and the shared damage, at least for the one line. So the Ranger. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I read through a lot of these. The main thing is we are attacking all targets and we're dealing burn damage. We have the ability to stun the next 2 enemies to move for 2 rounds. And we can also have a poison chance to multiple targets. And so we have more burn effects that can't be expelled while he's on there. Extra 50% to burn damage. And burn stacks of reduced enemy crit rate. And other status bonuses. The reason I'm not going to go too much into detail with those is, as I know, with most Rangers, he's going to be more good depending on how you stack other heroes with him that have similar status ailments. He obviously has a lot of power and AoE ability. His area effect damage is high. Stacking burn and possible poison, doing both those effects is immediately nice. We can see high damage from him, especially tagged along with a few other heroes that also boost and do burn damage and even poison damage. So it makes him quite versatile in a lot of team comps. Let's look at the Assassin. So we deal damage equal to 250% of attack to 2 enemy targets with lowest HP and reduce the healing taken. So that's nice, because in general we are hoping to not only do damage but reduce their possibility of healing the damage done. So in the end, we're per se killing 2 birds with 1 stone, no pun intended. And so we also, at level 2, deals the target damage equal to 25% of missing HP, up to 500% of the Phoenix Assassin's attack. So we have a min-max thing going on here. So at minimum, we do 25% of missing HP, and max, we can do up to 500% of the Phoenix Assassin's attack. So it's putting a limit there, how far you can go, because 25% of missing HP, depending on how much you have, could be a lot. So high possibility there. So after attacking, as a passive, we cover HP equal to 100% of attack. That's nice. Prevent the target from recovering energy when attacked for 2 rounds. Attack dispels target's buffs, and after attacking, reduces target speed by 50% for 2 rounds. Once again, definitely a lot of useful skills, but I think this will be more based on the position that your heroes are in and what you'll need, so very situational in those regards. Good damage, possibility output, HP recovery, so sustain. Not a bad hero. I'm not incredibly impressed, but then again, I'm also not disappointed. I think this can definitely come in handy in a variety of situations. So our mage. So we're doing AoE damage, 150% of attack to all targets, and 50% extra damage with burn. So we got more burn as we expect from a Phoenix. And we deal 50% extra damage to mage and knight targets, and 50% extra damage to targets with shield. This is definitely nice, bursting through shields. And this also looks nice for just dealing extra damage to pesky mage and knight targets. I can honestly see this being really good in Greater Secret Realm. You know, with Greater Secret Realm, you are stacked with knights. Knights on knights on knights who do tons of healing, shielding, and I often, sometimes at later levels, before I even die, just max round count. And with his passive talent of reviving, plus these abilities, I think he's definitely going to be a really good new applicable hero that might even compete with Elephant for Greater Secret Realm, climbing those stages. So as a passive, normal attacks called Burn, dealing damage equal to 60% of attack every round for 3 rounds. So that's more burn damage. Normal attacks, so we have debuffs going on by attack and crit, reducing target speed, and all normal attacks target all enemies. That's nice. So now we're creating normal attacks as AoE attacks. I'm calling it now that mage will be very strong. I can see this hero being very useful for a variety of situations and a natural strong team comp for a variety of teams that you have. Last but not least, our warrior. As we expect, we deal damage equal to 150% to all enemy targets. A lot of AoE across the board with our Phoenix here. Mix together the HP of all enemy heroes. So we're linking their HP, and when any damage is received, we deal extra damage divided among the linked heroes for 2 rounds. So unlike, the cat, which can link all of your own heroes' HP, help you distribute those, now you're doing extra HP depending on linked to the enemy heroes that have that link placed on them, which can be really nice. I'm interested to see exactly what this looks like as it's put into effect. Maybe I can put another video out kind of showing those and explaining exactly what that means. But what's great is along with this ultimate, we recover 25% of lost HP and provide the caster with the shield That can parry HP to 150% of attack. And we're immune to control while that shield is active. Finally, our passive. When attack endures 30% of damage received. Next time you cast a skill, damage will be shared by all targets. Which is nice. I'm not sure exactly what this endure means. I'm just guessing we bypass 30% of damage received. But I'll have to see as this is put into effect exactly what endure means, because it's again at level 4 becomes means to endure damage. And the shield absorbs damage and endures 30%. Not to mention when we're attacked, we have 50% calls freeze. It's attacker for 2 rounds. So as a warrior, the upon attack passives are nice, giving you a chance to do freeze damage and apparently enduring extra damage, possibly bypassing some damage, depending on exactly what that means. Which makes him a very plausible tank until I'm exactly sure what endure means and exactly what it looks like when he is linking enemy HP and what that means in terms of damage. I can't say exactly whether I think he will be fully applicable to a lot of team comps or exactly what you should probably mesh with him in order to take advantage of that. That'll definitely be something I'll have to see as that is put into use. I see others use it, or I get it myself, or if someone comes to me with their own ideas or viewpoints on using it as well. So that'll definitely have to come from experience before I comment on what exactly I think this will look like. It being seemingly a brand new ability with brand new functions that we have not yet seen before. So I'm definitely interested to see this in action. I'm hoping to receive it. As it is, unfortunately, from these events, it is hard to receive more than the original one that you get from completing the event that you have here. The hero trial. If you clear the first one, you automatically get one, which is nice. But other than that, you have to reach crown just to get there, and that's going to be receiving a lot. Either you're going to be paying a lot of money on these packs, or you can just be patient and try to bide your time and see what you can get. Without paying anything towards this event, I've already accumulated 280 of these bounty coins, which can go towards stuff. I don't think I'll reach either of these rewards up here. But to sum up what I've been saying, the Phoenix hero looks great. Like I said, his passive, his talent is amazing. Just his passive buffs he gets just from his faction are great. They're going to automatically stack no matter what you use. I think the Knight and the Mage are probably the best 2 classes. Warrior is definitely going to be a great possibility. I think these new skills may be possibly even overpowered, knowing whenever these new types of skills come out. I'm guessing he'll be quite useful. I'm really interested to see what this looks like. Hopefully we'll be able to do so here in the near future. But thank you guys for watching this and stopping by. I hope you like the content that I've been creating. It's been a lot of fun making these videos and posting up my own comments and ideas of the new heroes as they go by. I hope to continue doing so. In the meantime, I hope everyone stays safe and well out there, and I hope to see all of you in my next video. Goodbye.